Welcome to Lane Stadium, home of the Virginia Tech Hokies. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the North Carolina Tar Heels. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me as always, and this will send chills up your spine. It's time for Enter Sandman. And the Tar Heels will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Virginia Tech's offense will take the field first. And David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Dropping back, it's Drones. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their...
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you've got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Baker. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be? And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
You know, I love defensive ends that are active and violent with their hands. Great job fundamentally by that D end getting that sack.
The Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. On the ground with the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game.
There he goes. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Right back to it. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
That's caught. It's Gauze. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Baker. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Really nice looking pass there. I'll tell you, they ask you to do a lot at Virginia Tech when you're the quarterback. You're expected to make plays with your feet because of some of the greats that have come before you, but you've also got to be able to hurt defenses throwing it as well. The entire playbook is open and at your disposal, and this guy right now, he's showing you with his arm talent, he can carve up this defense.
Back to pass on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. And the Hokies send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Complete to start this drive. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Makes the grab. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
Going up top again. Snagged in the middle. It's Gauze. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. As a result, they lose yardage.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, UNC! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Stewart. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. The short hands. It's Green. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but They need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down? A scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Inside 30 seconds to play here in the 2nd quarter. They've got it 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Baker. Hauls it in. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Creates a little space. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the 30-yard line on 1st down.
3:25.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hokies will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the 2nd half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the 2nd half, this could be a much different looking football game.
Ball's at the 27. His offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Baker. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in at the 40. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Trying play action. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your 2nd guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
At the 50. Offense facing 4th down.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Throwing right, and it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
They'll run play action. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Then he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early.
Going downfield for the big play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. The Hokies will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The North Carolina offense... to the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. On the run, it's Goss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And the pummeling has started. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Unloads to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They want to run it left here. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49. North Carolina has it back in the the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. To the air, it's Baker. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Hits the crease. Touchdown, North Carolina! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop him.
31, Virginia Tech.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team. Stop him at the 21. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The give to the tailback. Creates a little room. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
That's caught. It's Selden. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a third down play. Out of the shotgun on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Green. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Selden. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Hokies have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Stewart. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. Just keep slinging it. The quick out. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Catch in the middle. It's Green. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Hokies have moved it inside the 20. Second down, he'll throw it. Plucks it out of the air. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. To throw, it's Chambers. It's complete to the left. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Grab near the sticks. It's Green. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Hauls it in. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Makes the catch. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Brings up 2nd down.
You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panic